Welcome back to Swordbox Ministries. We continue our visit with Troy today as he speaks on understanding spiritual matters. Our verse for the day is 1 Corinthians 1:18. For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved it is the power of God.
Yeah, the Bible says that the preaching of the gospel is foolishness to them that perish. But unto us that are saved, it's the power of God unto salvation, and to those who believe. When I look at all of the confusion that I'm seeing on the television and in the hearts and minds of people that I speak with personally, I'm really concerned about that one aspect of it. Well, there are those who just simply think that there's really nothing to what we're saying, and yet, because Christ dwells richly within our hearts, we know that the message that we are proclaiming is true. And yet, when I see the foolishness of things that are going down right now, for instance, a gentleman that was predicting that the end of the world was going to be May 21st. And I see that there is such an ignorance to the gospel, the message of Christ, and it's been sidetracked by so many people who ignorantly go and try to make statements that they know, if they really studied and understood the Bible, that it doesn't make any sense. So I find a burden in my heart to maybe to try to clarify some of the things that we're hearing, things that we're seeing. And the only thing that I can possibly do is just to share the simple truth of the message of Christ. And the gospel, as we know it, is that Christ stepped out of heaven into an earth suit, and he became one of us. He became flesh and dwelt among us. That he died upon the cross to take away all of our sin. That he rose on the third day, and that he is the right hand of the Father right now making intercession for us. That he bought our pardon, he bought our forgiveness, and he bought everything that you and I consider dear and sacred by his death on the cross. But it's in his life that we now live, and that's where the emphasis has got to be. Now, people do not understand what the gospel says just simply because it's spiritually discerned. And they will not understand until they receive by faith the thing that God has for them, and that's new life. So once you receive Christ, and only until you receive Christ, will you understand the message that he has come to give us. I'd like to spend a little time with the next couple of videos to maybe try to help explain and to clarify that. So join me again tomorrow, and we will explore more of what I just shared with you.